Hello and welcome everyone. This is Amy of Big JC Object TV here at the Phipps Conservatory in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for their spring flower show. So we'll take a walk through the gardens and see all the spring type flowers. And they do a lot of different stuff to help keep the conservatory up in business and running. But this is the Phipps Conservatory. It's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, located in Shenley Park. Welcome in, Catherine Wilby. Thank you for joining. I came here at Christmas time for the holiday show, and they do different shows throughout the year. Now this is the spring flowers. They did a bonsai tree thing after the holidays, but and now they have their spring flowers up and running. And then I think they do something like towards the summer, fall, till they go back to the holiday stuff. It could lag in some spots, so just to let you know that. And this is what the Phipps Conservatory map and everything looks like, just to give you an idea. So we'll be walking through. There's a lot of the flowers and stuff. A lot of them are just starting to come in and bloom and everything. And this is just a surprise stream of everything. Welcome in, Mike Bikeman. Thank you for joining. And this area here, just like one of their gardens. And I'll try to show the flowers as much as possible. So a lot of like their greenhouses and stuff. This basically is a big greenhouse and different rooms and different scenery and stuff. And then, like I said, at the holidays, they decorate it. And you can watch one of my live streams from there. But I do welcome you in, and thank you for joining. And if you are enjoying, please remember to hit that like button. It's much appreciated. It lets YouTube know I'm live and get us shared out to people. But this is like the first room. They kind of like you to walk one way in and one way around. So we'll kind of walk around. I'm going to try to stay from a lot of people because there are a few good people in here. And some have like various pools and ponds and stuff. And I know this is not my usual stream, but hello, Kathy Holliser. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. We are at Phipps Conservatory in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's located in the Shenley Park area. Shenley Park is right outside the University of Pittsburgh and Carnegie Mellon University in the Oakland area neighborhood. But these are like all the different flowers. It's a spring flower show. They pretty much just opened this, I think, this week. So some of the stuff is still kind of coming in. And I figure I'd come after work because on the weekends, it gets pretty busy here and stuff. And I have come here for the holiday flower show and everything. So you can watch that replay on our YouTube channel. I'm trying not to get a lot of people because there are a lot of people here yet. But it's all like the spring style flowers. And like I said, they have a lot of water features and and just tropical. And we're just going to take our time coming through. Be much appreciated if you guys would share out the stream with others. Because I know this is a surprise stream. I know people are working still. And it's a little bit different than what you normally get to see. Not really. We do vegetables, and most of the vegetables we do mainly is tomatoes in my yard or in our little garden area. We've gotten a couple pumpkins and a watermelon one time from stuff, but other than that, not really. And a lot of times, like, I'll get my mom the Easter daffodils, and we never get them outside quick enough to get planted and taken care of outside. So, well, we do have a couple plant type trees, bamboo trees, that my mom has gotten from various events and stuff. It may lag in some areas, so hopefully won't be too bad. But this is like the first week, I believe, they started this flower show over the weekend. So there's just various flowers and stuff. And we'll just take our time through the greenhouses. They're only open till 5, but I got here when I could. And they also do a lot of weddings and stuff here too, events, weddings. And sometimes some companies, there's a conference room here. When we get down to the Hawaii room, they changed the Cuban room to a Hawaii room. As you can see, some things are starting to come in and some aren't. I know people have gotten married down in this room. But we'll continue on. But there's just different plants. And I know, like, when I came into the one room, there was an artist sitting there drawing, or a guy who is an artist. This is the desert room. And this features like the cactuses and the cacti. And they have glass pieces in there. Sorry if I'm like moving the gimbal too fast. It's hard to catch both sides of the pathway. Yeah, thank you, Catherine. Yeah, I didn't have it set up before, or I would have like put out something. All right, I go ahead of the crowd here. And they have different gardens out here, as we can see. This is usually the Japanese garden, and it looks like that's an edible garden, and that'll probably be there later this maybe summertime. And then they just got done with like the bonsai tree show and everything before this started. But they have a Japanese garden here. And there's a gallery room. But this is like the home of the where the bonsai trees and stuff. And then they had other plants around for the Japanese bonsai tree. And there was a couple other plants that they had for winter here. I'm sure once the summer, like little bit of April around Easter and stuff. I know as a kid, I remember coming down here around Easter time for their flower show and everything. So everything will be in bloom. So I'll try and come back down and then see what they do for the summertime after the spring show, spring flower show. I live in Pittsburgh. I know few years, and I'm sure Philadelphia probably still does it, but they do a big flower show, or they used to have a big flower show out in Philadelphia area. Hello, Monarch Moments. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. No problem. I'll be here till probably when the place closes at 5 p.m. Eastern. Like, nice little water feature here in the Japanese garden. And like I said, I'll come back towards the summer or the spring when things start getting in the full bloom, especially outside. Inside, a lot of that's bloomed. Kind of peaceful there. That's the only thing I don't really, when I take off on a day or something, since I work Monday through Fridays, I don't get to come to places, I guess, during the week when it's not as crowded as the weekends. But it'd be kind of peaceful to come sit there and relax and stuff like that. Because that's even like the zoo and things. There's a flower archway and plants. But I do welcome you in. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. We're here at the Phipps Conservatory in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And if you come into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you head towards the Oakland neighborhood and come into Schenley Park. And this is one of those hidden gems of Pittsburgh. Plus, if you're in the Oakland area, you can go to the Carnegie Natural History Museum and Art Museum. And there's also Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall, and they have sort of a museum there also. Welcome in, Cherie, Surfer Girl. Thank you for joining. It's much appreciated. All I ask is, doesn't cost you anything, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new watching, please consider subscribing. And you can check out all our other videos and live streams. We do go live in and around Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, Walt Disney World, Orlando. This is where all the tulips and stuff are. And they're calling this the, we'll walk around. We'll go up to the top here. They have a rainbow thing. This is usually in the wintertime. The train table is located here. This is where the train table is. Hello, James. Thank you for watching. But they're calling it Sunshine and Rainbows for their Spring Flower Festival. And you could see what they plant there and the information. But they're calling it Sunshine and Rainbows. And we'll get a better look at this when we come around to the front. But usually in the winter at the Christmas show, they have, or the holiday show, they have the train table right here. But they made it like in different colors of the rainbow, all the different flowers, as you can see. Like the one purple over here for indigo probably, and purple and blue and green and yellow, orange and red. I'll show it in a little bit more. Just showing this side. A lot of hyacinths and tulips. Usually at Easter at church, those hyacinths really get to me. The spring flowers a lot of times. But you can see. Yeah, they are. That's usually the Easter flowers that I end up buying a lot of times. These are Impatiens. Hello, Two Real Geeks. Thank you for joining. Welcome in. Nice to see you guys. I'll walk over to their new tropical forest. They designed it like Hawaii this time around. For a while there, it was like designed after Cuba. But they have a new design in here now. We're at Phipps Conservatory. Thank you. Yeah, this is their spring flower show here at Phipps Conservatory in Pittsburgh. And this time around, this area is based after Hawaii. And it's pretty warm in here. Wow, really tropical warmth. So here's a little bit of what some things from Hawaii. And this is the busiest part of it. some of the items that you would most likely find. And they're just kind of like, they like to feature various places. So this time around, this is new, this Hawaiian setup here. Yeah, it is a nice change there from the cold weather and stuff. And it gets you ready for spring. Like, we've had some spring-like weather, but then it keeps going back to the cold stuff. So hopefully when April hits, we'll start getting that nice 70-degree weather. The only thing with Pittsburgh, it's always like rainy, cloudy, or cloudy and stuff. I'm just showing a little bit of everything. And they have like secret caves with water. Yeah, I know like the weekend I came down in February, it wasn't as warm as I would have liked it, but it wasn't too bad considering how cold it was up here. Just showing some of the features here. Yeah. That's the thing, during those months, it's a hit or miss sometimes in Orlando. And this is like a little film I'm just going to show. And they're featuring like the different islands and stuff. Hawaii.
But especially the bulky. You know what the bulky is used for? It's used for coupling. And I have a very special friend to share a little bit about coupling. Who will say what helps us. The special position of this school period color. Can you speak about this is the bulky. This is one of the plants that are
And they're talking about poi, the ancient superfood. And this is what poi looks like. I know there's a reflection, so I'll just try to give it to you as much as I can. Probably better down here. Sorry that it's a little wonky there. But these are the items that help you make poi. And then that tells you. And these are the other ingredients and stuff. And that's what it looks like in that bowl. Pretty cool. Sorry, got a little wonky there. Heard about the canoe plants. It's hard because a lot of them are up above. Just trying to give you a little bit of what the room looks like in here. There's bamboo. And a lot of times this area they use for like the school groups and stuff. Signs across time and oceans. And we'll go take a look here. And this is one of the islands. And they tell you how the Ole Lo Na O Ao Hawaiian. And down in this area too, that they have like an event hall there where some people have, some companies usually would have stuff, or you would have your wedding reception. And of course this is about the surfing and stuff. It's a little cooler down in this area. They must open windows or something, or the doors. But that's like a wooden wave sliding surfboard. We'll continue along here. Guava plants. And they talk about the pineapple. And I'm guessing these are pineapple plants or part of that. So a pineapple plant. I love pineapple. So yeah, there's a pineapple plant right there. And the red, I believe, is that particular name there. Hello, Teresa. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. And here's some stuff about frogs that they have in Hawaii. And there's a couple more pineapples. There's a pineapple right there. And then out here in the summertime, I'm guessing they take the school groups and that, because I've never really been out back here before. I'll have to come here maybe in the summer, but they do summer camps for kids here. So they probably take them out back here in those education in that particular area. And I think they have greenhouses that they do a lot of their planting. But I don't think you're really allowed out there, or you can, but then they don't have that other building open. So I think that's where they have a lot of their planting and stuff. And I thought they had, it must be on the other side here, an aquarium, a little bit of an aquarium. Nothing real big, but just something. And here's like a lay here. one of the Hawaiian leis. And then here's a sign about the Hawaiian leis. So they talk about all the different leis and how they're made and what they're made out of and everything. And you can see all the various different ones made out of nuts or corn, flowers. And then there's like their event center. So if you wanted to have a wedding or if your company would come here. And sometimes I remember coming here and there was a company that had their meeting here. And then a lot of people have weddings and stuff. And this is their fish aquarium here. These are just the general fish that they've had here before. So it's not anything particular geared toward Hawaii or whatever. Just a giant.
Also, you can make it look like this is
And one of these days I gotta get to the Pittsburgh Zoo and go into the aquarium there. I do thank you all for joining. We're going to continue on. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know that you stopped in. And also, if you're new, checking out, consider subscribing. Check out the rest of our channel. A lot of videos and live streams. We do trivia. We do Disney talk. We'll be visiting a lot of different places throughout the summer. Oh, spring and summer. We'll be visiting various places. Some of the featured birds. I don't know if they...
Hawaii amakihi, Hawaiian honeycomb. Ho'olau kanaka I kaleo na manu. The voices of birds give the place a feeling of being inhabited.
Oh, try this one.
Eel, Hawaiian hawk.
Pressing the buttons.
Easy, scarlet honeycreeper.
And just a tree house that overlooks the little room, the room that they have there, the Hawaiian Tropical Rainforest Room. And we also here in Pittsburgh, a lot of people don't know about is we have a national aviary. And I'll go there more in the spring, summer, to make sure I get my tickets beforehand because it sells out rather quickly on the weekends. But they have birds and bird shows and penguins and stuff. But this is looking down over that tropical forest. But we're gonna move on. It seems like the most crowded area than the rest of the place. But here's some display items from Hawaii. I know Elena at this, since it's probably pretty early in the day of her day, hopefully maybe she'll catch the replay, at least this part, to just see. She is from Hawaii. I believe the Oahu Island were out in that area where Alani, out by, or Alani, somewhere, one of the towns out around that area. But these are just some of the artifacts and stuff. There's a ukulele. I would love to get a ukulele sometime. And then they just have a sign here talking about the canoes and oars and stuff. And that's what these are right here. I guess depictions of their canoes that they used, or boats and stuff there. But that's and it just talks about and we'll just go over here just to take a look real quick. A picture opportunity. And you can see down in what they would have held. And then this is a welcome sign also. Our island is our canoe is our island. Then they just talk about it's a little warm in there, so I'm gonna step back out into the cooler areas of the conservatory greenhouses. And we were in this room before. That's where the rainbow of flowers and stuff are. And during their holiday show, this is where they would have the train set up here. I do have a live stream from here for their holiday magic show, flower show, and garden show that you can check out on the channel. Yeah, this is just what they have in this room here. Then you go out here. This is usually for the holiday show, is like their rock garden, and then they have orbs and stuff lit up. They don't have, like, you kind of go over here because they're probably getting ready for like a summer program. It is a kids' discovery garden, so they probably set it up for hands-on activities. And like I said, they do kids' summer camps, day camps during the summer. I gotta wait until they go ahead because it's like little kids and I don't really want to have them on the stream. But I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead. But usually when you come here for the winter, they have the back rock garden all set up for you, but you can't go out there. And it looks like they're setting up for an event or a wedding. And you can tell a lot of the outdoor stuff isn't really bloomed yet, so we'll have to come back when it gets closer to, like in April.
You don't want to be like, hey, so this is going on with your kid. Like, did you not know this? Your kid is poking people in the eye.
But that's our outdoor garden. Not much going on out there. But for their winter show, it's really nice to be out there when it's lit up. We'll go down here because I didn't go in this room during the holiday show. But it is kind of steep, a little caves. Hopefully I don't lose signal. But we'll walk through here. And it's called the Stove Room. Kind of like a little secret garden as you go through the little garden tunnel. And this is like the little hill that I'm going up. There's a chocolate tree. And this is the Orchid Room. These are mini orchids, as you can see, the H. Parker miniature orchids. It's hard to see because of the glass reflection. And they do have a lot of like memorial donations and stuff. This family right here, they own the chocolate company, the Sarah's Chocolate Company. That's in memory of their parents. Well, in memory of their father, given by their mom. but they they own the Sarah's Chocolates in Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. And if you're and I'll be going down there to show their chocolates and stuff for Easter. Gonna try to find some other places that's fun to go to for the Easter time, like little aliens in the water there. Sipper Orchid Collection. We're just gonna go to about here rather than walk all the way around, and I'll backtrack to go out to the other room. It's a beautiful room. I'll just continue forward here. But this is the Orchid Room. And this is called the Strange Flower Bedfellows. Nice. Some close-ups there. Not sure if any of you are flower enthusiasts or garden enthusiasts or just like to go and visit. I know I have some other friends who really like to go to these flower and garden shows. All right, go ahead and go ahead here.
Orchids are considered native.
And I'd like to have you kind of go one way through the actual building itself and everything. And then this is kind of like a map of how it's all set up. This is like one of the last rooms that you kind of visit. And if you want to walk through again, you can. But they like you to walk one way around. that's what this last room looks like. And even like the birds and stuff there are made from leaves or flowers or some sort of vegetation. And some of the glass that they have in there. And these are just like the palm trees, various palm trees that they have towards the entrance each room. I'm not sure what time it is. And they close in a half hour. But this is like an area here with the large tulips and stuff. I just wish I had my other phone to record some of that. I know a lot of you know, like I like to do the fountains and different things, but I won't have time to go back through to get to where they are. And I do have a gift shop here. Also, there's a little cafe. The cafe does more of the organic style type of food, but they do have the other snacks. I'll just show. Want to just see this real quick. But I think this would be a good place to end the stream, just because you go down the stairs to get out, or they have an elevator, and I could show you the outside. Hello, Adventures by Dee. Welcome in. This is the Phipps Conservatory. They have their spring flower and garden show going on right now. And I just walked through basically all the different rooms and everything. And this is located in Pittsburgh, so you know that, and in Shenley Park. And it's in the Oakland neighborhood of Pittsburgh by the University of Pittsburgh. Welcome in, Jill. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it is a lot of beautiful flowers here. Hello, Sherry. Awesome sunsets. A lot of tulips, hyacinths. There's some lilies. Some of them aren't through yet, as you can see. I'll plan to come back maybe when April hits and see what it's like as far as like the bloom and stuff. Or they might even have some other different flowers in, because some of the things here. But I'll walk into this one other room that's over here so you can get an idea. And they do close in about a half hour or so. This is just like their entrance area with a lot of palm trees and stuff like that. And if you actually do come to the Oakland area of Pittsburgh, they do have a lot of museums in this area. The Carnegie History Museum and the Art Museum. There's Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall. The University of Pittsburgh. Carnegie Mellon is right in this area. So you got a lot of the museums and stuff of Pittsburgh. Yeah, it is beautiful there. And like I said, I'll try to come back like in April or later this month. Hello, Angela. Welcome in. I'll cut across here because I don't want to have to walk through the whole thing here. But I'll go back to the one area where there's a room that has a lot of the flowers. That's usually what I end up doing, Angela. Yeah, I buy the membership. I come once because I don't want to wait in line for the big holiday line for the magic, the holiday magic show, and I never come for the other events that they have. So I figured, well, this is my second time coming here. So I'll at least get some sort of money's worth. And luckily for me, I bought it later in the season, so I'll be able to come back for the holiday show when that comes back up around. I'm trying to get back to the one middle room so you can see all the flowers in the bed where they put the train, usually during the holiday show. This is the Japanese garden area. Yeah, they just started the show, so not a lot of, there are some things that are in bloom, but I'm sure there'll be a lot more. And this is more vegetation here of like kale and stuff. Then I'll go to this one room where they normally put the train table and you'll be able to see. And they're calling it like rainbows and flowers and rainbows. We'll walk this way. But all these flowers represent part of the rainbow that they have up there, like the red, yellow, green, purple, blue, as you can see. That's one of the things, like, I see like you guys all looking at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, and it's really nice where they have that, I can't think of it, the canopy in front of like the imagination thing, but hopefully once they get all that construction done, they'll put out more of the flowers and stuff. Because I remember back in the day, they would have different flower, more focusing on the flower and garden part than the food part. But I know everybody loves the food booths and stuff, but I wish they would get back to some of the demonstrations and different things that they used to do. But I know the food is a big thing for everyone. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to see if I can get through here. And if not, then I will head walking through, all the way through. Because otherwise you have to walk all the way back through, and I just finished up there. But that's pretty much it. I'll show you the front. I'll go ahead and go outside and show you the front of the Phipps Conservatory so you can see what it looks like in case you ever come to visit Pittsburgh. It is on the western side of Pennsylvania. And I know out in Philadelphia area there's that Kennett Gardens that a lot of people go to that's really nice out near Philadelphia. And I know years ago, Philadelphia used to have a really big garden show. I don't know if they still do that or not because, you know, with everything happening with the blip and everything, kind of shut down a lot of that stuff. And they have a gift shop here also. So if you're really into gardening or different things, they have books and items that feature a lot of it's natural items, like the natural soaps and stuff, and then they have plants, watering cans. But this is their gift shop. And you can buy garden stuff. There's seeds and various garden items. If you wanted to grow your own garden, or if you're somebody who does garden, they might have some good stuff. But this is the gift shop. You can get a cactus if you wanted. And then you could get different wind chimes and things for your porches or gardens or backyards. Bird stuff. These are left from whenever they did the trolls. The troll thing. This must be the kids area where you could buy various things for kids. You can make a stepping stone. Over the summer that featured the trolls throughout the various areas. You could do some various things there. And there's a kid's wheelbarrow. I know a bunch of kids. I know my kids would, my nephews and nieces would have loved that as a kid. They had toy ones and stuff and rakes and things. I'm back because I know it lagged in some areas. So you can buy a t-shirt. And some jewelry. And some various plants and stuff.
Now I want another airplane and one of these pretty little dishes.
But that's the gift shop. They do have some jewelry and stuff and t-shirts and some other various things. They do sell Sarah's chocolates here. Small like packages of it, like the chocolate pretzel rods and stuff. With some various stuff. Here's some things that you can get that represent the whole new Hawaii section that they have. Some different things. That's a coconut like dish. Must be a candle in there that's palm. Then there's cookbooks. But that's about it. And that's the Phipps Conservatory. And they have like a little cafe over there, but that's closed already because, like I said, they close about 5 o'clock. And they were closing when I got here about 3:30ish. And this is just a wall of flowers. And I'm guessing that's a lot of the feature flowers that they have in the show here. And back here is like the restrooms and lockers and stuff. And the elevator and everything. Here's what the cost is in case you ever want to come. Like that's the cost. Oh, it's hard to show because of the glass. So far, I'm about halfway, or a third of the way of my membership. So one more trip and I pretty much paid for my membership. Hit the doorway. And they have like outside seating. I'm sure that comes in handy if they bring field trip groups, or the kids camps. They come out here and eat their lunch, or they probably have an area for them. But this is Shenley Park here. Part of Shenley Park, there's a lot of parts of it. They have a swimming pool, an ice skating rink, a track and field, a golf course up here in Shenley Park. So it's all different parts. I know a lot of the cross-country teams for the city of Pittsburgh run here in Shenley Park up on the oval. But this is what the outside of the building looks like. And it goes way over to there, and then they have the outdoor rock garden. And that's the University of Pittsburgh. That's a Cathedral of Learning there. And Carnegie Mellon is right across the way there, where you see the construction and then those brown buildings, light tan buildings there. And you can see the flowers out here haven't grown yet because it hasn't been really good weather lately. It was nice the last couple of days, but it's starting to get colder again. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, I'll try and come back one other time over the summer or over the springtime, probably before Easter or after. It'll probably get crowded for the Easter crowds. And then they'll probably do another switch over like in May or something for a summer show. Sometimes they get the glass in there. And they did the trolls. And then that's just various parts of Shenley Park. A lot of students and stuff live over here. But But that's pretty much it. So I will turn this around. So I thank everyone for joining me on the tour of the Phipps Conservatory here in Schenley Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's located in the neighborhood of the Oakland neighborhood of Pittsburgh by Carnegie Mellon University and the University of Pittsburgh. And there's also other various museums right within this area. Plus, if you're a baseball fan, you can go see the right field wall in Schenley Park across the way by the University of Pittsburgh. And you can pay your tribute to Bill Mazeroski, because that's where he hit his famous home run, plus out in that area. Plus, there is a home plate in one of the law buildings of the University of Pittsburgh where the actual home plate for Forbes Field was. So I do thank everyone for joining. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already done so. Consider subscribing if you're new. Check out all our other videos. We'll go live at various places around Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia. We'll be heading to Florida, and we'll do a lot of places around Orlando, especially Walt Disney World and Universal, and maybe SeaWorld and some other places. So thank you all for joining. Looks like iffy weather. Yeah, so far it has been, and hopefully it'll get better probably after the weekend, because I know this weekend's not going to be too warm here, but we'll see. And I may go live because I'm going to be at a different location over the weekend, so I might try and go live when I am out that way. So have a great day. Thank you for joining, and we will see you all in the chats, and let the adventures begin. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV, and I will show you a better picture. And also to let you know, if you're in this area or in other areas, make sure you go online and purchase your tickets to enter, because right now that's the only way they're letting you go into the Phipps Conservatory is with a time ticket entrance. So make sure you go online and purchase your tickets beforehand if you want to go on a certain day, because it does fill up, especially the weekends. And thank you, Jill.